under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Mets. Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. Ron Darling gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
The pitch. First pitch swinging here, and he doesn't get much of it as it's sent toward first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
At the plate now, Skip Owen, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. One out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dykes is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. And now here is Jim Rice. Throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Owen leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Count now a ball and a strike.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And it's fouled away.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. One left for the Red Sox. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Bruce Hurst will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
It's not easy as a rookie to go out there and establish yourself, get the off-speed pitches over, and just try to be the same pitcher that you were in the minor leagues. And one of the big keys, not get ahead of yourself.
Now at the plate is Lenny Dykes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. Tom Seaver comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. One out, bases empty, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP Keith Hernandez. Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Bases are empty, one man out. Hit to first. Throw gets him, 2 down. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. What's the key for them tonight, D-Ro?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
At the plate, Darryl Strawberry. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Nope.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. We are still scoreless. And stepping in, Mike Greenwood, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First delivery to him. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Dykes is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting 6, the right fielder.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Dwight Evans, the batter now. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Liner towards second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Next, here is Bill Buckner. First pitch on its way. This one's flared out toward left. In there, a base hit. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 10.
Standing in now, number 10. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dykes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Red Sox leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Mitchell.
ready to go for the last half of the inning. And standing in, the rookie outfielder, Kevin Mitchell. First pitch of the AB on its way. High and deep to right. Evans on the move at the track. Around first, digging for two. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. And that's the first out.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. If you were to describe right field in one word, I think it would be cannon. And that's what this guy brings to the table. An absolute cannon to go along with great range. Don't test the arm.
Into the box now, Ray Knight, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Into the box, number 11, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Mitchell at third with 2 away. Line drive to center field. Greenwood is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Mets leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Now to bat, Tom Seaver. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Pitcher, number 41, Tom Seaver.
Here's the first pitch. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half, it's strike one.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Here comes the 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
To the plate now, Marty Barrett. Now a flare out toward right center. Number 11 ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Skip Owens.
And now Skip Owen. He singled first time up. The pitch.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a pop-up now. Knight is over to take a look at it, and this is going to be a foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Third inning, no score to this point. Slow grounder to first. Hernandez grabs it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. Home half of the third coming up, no score.
Santana.
Bottom of the third now, and next will be the first-year shortstop, Rafael Santana. Seaver's ready. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count. Nope.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
1-1.
Here it comes.
Nope. That's inside.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Now the 2-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
High and deep down the left field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Ron Darling. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
1-0.
One out, nobody on. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Here now the 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So the next to bat will be Lenny Dykes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
On could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Pull, that's inside.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Into the box, Wade Boggs comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ballgame.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
First offering on its way. Grounded to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Jim Rice. He's 0-for-1 thus far. First pitch of the AB now. Ball 1.
Outside.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Greenwood.
Now at the plate, Mike Greenwood flew out last time up. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Red Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. And that brings up the former MVP, Keith Hernandez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Seaver peers in. First pitch on its way. And they start him out away with a cold strike. High in the air out to center field. Greenwood is right there, 1 down.
The right fielder, number 18, Darryl Strawberry.
Next to dig in, Darryl Strawberry. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
No balls and 1 strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hard hit ball to second, and that is through into right field for a single.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Mitchell.
At the plate, Kevin Mitchell. Strike taken to throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. The 0-1 pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, Gary Carter, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Comes set, the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Dwight Evans. First pitch on its way. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Hernandez gathers it in, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping in next, Bill Buckner. He collected a base hit his first time up. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Mitchell is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, number 10.
So now into the box is number 10. He flew out in his last AB. And now the first pitch. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Down the first baseline. And Hernandez will take this one himself to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we still have no score.
Nice.
Stepping up is Ray Knight. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Seaver's ready. First pitch on the way.
0-1's the count.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And it's 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. In the air, down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, number 11.
Now into the box, number 11. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
In now, Rafael Santana, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Hit the other way out toward right field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. 6th inning coming up, still zip. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Tom Seaver. First pitch of the AB now. That's popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Santana ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Marty Barrett.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Marty Barrett. First offering. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The windup and the 0-1.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2 in just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
0-2 count and the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Hernandez has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The back, Skip Owen.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Skip Owen. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike 1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw on to Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Still no score. So here's the Mets pitcher, Ron Darling. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Seaver peers in, coming at him with the 0-1.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today. Pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 0-2 once more.
Ball, that pitch is out.
To the left side, but it's well foul. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
The center fielder, number
Next for the
4.
Mets, Lenny Dykes struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fouled away. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Lenny Dykes goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. Into the box, Keith Hernandez. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Evans on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up one of the members of the 3,000 Hit Club Hall of Famer, Wade Boggs. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Lunging at a changeup that time, and he pops it up near second. And there's out number 1. Next, it'll be Jim Rice. And now the first pitch. And a foul tip held onto here at strike one.
That's an awesome 12-6 hook right there. Look at the depth, spin rate, nasty downward tilt on that pitch.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Greenwood.
Next to hit is Mike Greenwood. First offering. A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. We are still scoreless. And now in the box, Darryl Strawberry. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Here's the first pitch to him.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
And it's quickly 0-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Fouled off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Into the box now, Kevin Mitchell, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Gary Carter, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. On its way is pitch number 75. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Fouled away.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little trap.
We'll have to press pause as that strike. All set for the start of the inning, and that brings up Dwight Evans.
The right fielder, Dwight Evans.
First pitch on its way. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bill Buckner.
Standing in now, Bill Buckner. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, number 10.
Next up is number 10. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the AB on its way. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now another 1-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Don Ballard will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. First offering on its way, and he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up. Throw on to Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox, and this is still a 0-0 ballgame. Calvin Conforti is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. So now to the plate, Ray Knight. First offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, number 11.
So now here is number 11. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Howard Johnson gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. Here's the first pitch to him, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. Into the wind, the 0-1.
1-1.
Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. 2 out, nobody on. filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Still 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Liner in there for a base hit. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning. Number 13 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13.
He's set, and the pitch, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And another foul ball. A pause, and the 0-2. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. Go-ahead run heading for the plate. Now the relay home. The tag, and he's safe. And they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Lenny Dykes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Popped him up. Owen is there, and the side is retired. Johnson will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop. Randy Myers takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Marty Barrett. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Yeah, it's always a nightmare taking on another team's closer trying to get back into a game, especially in the 9th inning. But having your leadoff guy up to start that inning is as good as you could have hoped for. So let's see if he can get something started here.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. And that'll be a base hit, so they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the 9th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Dykes is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Wade Vaughn.
Next up for the Red Sox, Wade Boggs. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back in standing. From the stretch, high in the air out to center field. Dykes will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Bill White.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jim Rice, grounded out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. Fielded cleanly, and they will get to force, and a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. New York came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Ron Darling gets the W on the mound, so that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off me.